turn these into these. I am the Great British Chocolatier and you're watching Chocolate Plus. Hello and welcome to another episode of Chocolate Plus. My name is Mark, aka the Great British Chocolatier, and today we are going to make some caramel peanut bites in dark chocolate. So I'm going to start off with getting the dark chocolate ready, putting them in the bowl there, and of course, like you know, we use the meltables from Sweet Tooth Fairy. 3 times in the microwaves 3 times in the microwave, 30 seconds at a time, stirring each time. I'm going to cut out some caramel, and we're going to actually weigh this out, because a lot of you said, I want measurements. What if I don't have the block and I have those tiny bits? I think those caramel bits are about 12 ounces to 16 ounces, but eyeball it, that's all I say. You make as many as it allows you to make, because there's so many variables. You could use more caramel, you could use less caramel, you can use more peanuts, and so there's so many variables, so that's why I don't really do measurements. But I'm going to try and measure today and hopefully give you some idea of what's what, because I know not everyone's going to buy a 5-pound block of caramel. So let me just cut off some here, and I'm going to make as many as it would allow me to. And let me turn this on. Okay, so this is 9 ounces of caramel, which we probably won't use all of it, but we're going to melt it down a little bit in the microwave. I'm going to knock that out for 30 seconds, because what we're going to do, we're going to add in the peanuts. Let me get that out of the way. And I'm just going to mix it together, and we're going to make little bite-size clusters on the parchment paper. As I've said, I've always used parchment paper in all my makings of chocolate. You have seen me use wax paper, which is okay for chocolate but not good for caramel. So I've done away with wax paper no more. I just use parchment paper, and that's what I'm going to use. Now, 30 seconds in the microwave. We know it's going to have hot spots, which are going to be the runniest, but we really don't want to boil this caramel. We just want to make it a little bit soft so that I can mix the peanuts in. And why we wear gloves is so our fingers don't get in the food, because caramel is very hot and can get very sticky. So we don't want to use just our fingers unless you're eating it yourself. Then of course you can make it however. So I'm gonna put it in there for 15 seconds, see what that does. These are planters, peanuts, unsalted, dry roasted. Use whatever peanut you want. Of course, if you have any nut allergies, don't use peanuts. You could use anything as an alternative that you want. We've got to measure this. So we had 9 ounces of caramel. So let's just get this teared, and let's go for let's do half a cup I don't know why I'm weighing it for, but that's about 3 ounces. That's 3 ounces on the dot, which is just over a little bit after, just over half a cup. So hopefully I've not done too much, because usually I just eyeball it, and we're just going to mix these together in. There you go. That looks like a good ratio. Mixing the peanuts with the caramel, and it's going to cool off that caramel real quick. So let's clear our space here and move some things out the way. We can use our fingers if you're comfortable with that. If it's not too hot, you can make little, well, you'll see, clusters of caramel and nut. And we're gonna probably do about half a teaspoon, or half a tablespoon, which is a teaspoon. So bite size. And you can roll it in the ball, put them on the parchment paper. It's gonna get sticky, it's gonna get messy, but that's okay because we got gloves on. So look for about that size. It's like a small meatball size, and we're gonna place it on the parchment paper. I should have spread them out because they're gonna flatten out a bit. About an inch or so apart. So I'm gonna finish doing the rest of these, and hold on, I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, we're coming down for the last few. They're relatively all the same-ish kind of size. Like I said, there's no rule to make them a certain size or not. And because they're a little warm, they're gonna flatten out a bit on the parchment paper. Some are bigger, some are smaller. And you're gonna get have caramel left on your gloves, which is fine. So let me just get this off and I'll show you. So you can leave them just as is. They will firm up. You could put some salt on these, some sea salt, if you don't want to cover them in chocolate. But we are Chocolate Plus and we cover everything in chocolate. So we're going to put that to the side. We have a dark chocolate wafer here. 3 rounds, 30 seconds, stirring each time. And now we could put these in the fridge. If we do, we're only going to put them in there for about a minute because I think they will melt. They will melt in the cold. It will just, that's my theory anyway, where I think it'll just flatten out much more. But it may even firm them up. I don't know. We have a guest coming. My beautiful wife is now home. So she might peek in their head and say hi. I'm gonna put this in for a second time. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge for a few minutes, not too long. I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. As you see, they kind of kept their form. I haven't put caramel in the fridge before, so they actually did them pretty good. They're going to be cold. If you want to reshape them, you can do that, but I'm going to leave them as is. Chocolate's been through 3 rounds in the microwave. When they first came out, they were over 105 degrees, so I stirred it for quite a while. Now the temperature's now gone down to 95, 96. Because you don't want, and really you should stir a lot after it comes out the microwave, because the chocolate can be a little bit too warm. But since we're not really tempering it, it's not really a big deal. But it's just easier when it's not scalding hot and you got that nice stream that we're looking for. Well, let's put this. Oh, this I get from fast food, little tray. It just helps me keep the bowl at an angle. A little bit all over the place. But let's try and keep the same paper as we do this. Now this is made 9 ounces of caramel with half a cup of peanuts has made about 26, 12, 8, 6, this shows my math skills, 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27. So we got about 27 out of a half cup peanuts and 9 ounces of caramel with 12 ounces of chocolate. So those are numbers, but like I say, I eyeball everything. Everything depends on, you could use less caramel if you put, you know, it depends how big you make your caramel and peanut bites. So I wouldn't worry about all the numbers. Just make as many as you can with what you have, as long as you don't go overboard on the peanuts, and then you have less caramel. Which again, if that's how you want, that's good too. Anyway, as we know, we're going to give it a chocolate bath. We put them in, and we just tap then the excess chocolate, and then we put it on the tray, he says, like so. And you can do this in milk chocolate. You can even use white chocolate, whatever you prefer. I'm using dark right now. And as you see, the caramel is going to stick a little bit to the fork. If you have a proper dipping fork, I think they have 2 prongs. That's good too, but we're using what we got. And as you see, you just throw it in, give it a chocolate bath, shake it off a little bit, and then place it down. So let me do the rest of these, and so I won't bore you doing every single one, and I'll be right back when it slows back down again. Hold on. Okay, so we're doing the last couple here. I don't know if I said it, but when you're melting or softening the caramel, you only put it in for about 45 seconds to 30 seconds and 15, because you're not boiling the caramel, you're just softening it down so that you can mix in the peanuts or whichever nut that you chose to use. If you boil the caramel too long, it take more moisture out and it turned into a toffee, a brittle toffee. And so this would be like hard rocks of stone. All right, we've got a bit more chocolate left, so we're going to leave it in the bowl and use that for hot chocolate or something else another time. And what we're going to do now, we're going to pop these in the fridge. You see a lot of them now have started to harden up because it took a while. So we're going to put these in the fridge for about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then we'll take them out, and then I'll be right back after that's done. So see you in a bit. Okay, and we're back. These have had about 5 to about 7 minutes, I think, in the I keep wanting to say microwave, but it's the refrigerator. So here we go, we're going to get a cutting board because we're going to make our taster. We also got to get our famous red tray. And so we're going to start putting, I mean look at these, absolutely delicious. You're going to see some of them that the camera over here, that the caramel peeks through sometimes of the chocolate. That's perfectly fine. That one's going to be our taster. So it's been nominated. But we got our caramel peanut bites here in dark chocolate. Now with these, which I didn't do, you could sprinkle some sea salt over the top, just to give it that extra zing. But that's another day now because I don't have any more. Put this to one side and let's do a cross-section taste test of, look at that. That's that wonderful caramelly, peanut buttery, chocolatey. It's what, look at that, it's amazing. A good distribution of nuts in there, and you got a nice shell and caramel. So let's give it another, make it smaller because I don't want to bite too many. Oh wow. The caramel, the dark chocolate and the peanut. It's a perfect bite. Reminds me of a very well-known chocolate bar. But there we have it. Excuse me. We have our caramel peanut chocolate bites. Good for any and every occasion. Gift them to your friends, when your friend, you know the drill, or just eat them for yourself. But they're a great snack to have. You can make them in milk chocolate, you can even make them in white chocolate, whatever you like. You can change the peanuts for any other nut that you like, cashews or hazelnuts maybe too. But we chose peanuts. Like I said, if you have allergies to peanuts, obviously can't make this. But you can just do caramel balls and make some caramel bites and just leave the peanuts out. Or you can fill them with some graham crackers and like a biscuit or a cookie, and you can mix it in. It'll taste just as good. So I'm still chewing on the caramel. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't hit that, if you liked it, hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Usually from the analytics tells me there's more viewers than subscribers, which is fine. But the advantage of subscribing and hitting that little bell and that notification bell is that every time a new video is uploaded, you get notified so that you can then watch a video and show you how you can make this in your own home. Very simple, very easy. And if I can do it, anybody can. So again, if you enjoyed this video, I thank you for watching. I'm all tongue-tied at the end. But that's how you make your peanut caramel in dark chocolate bites. Thank you for watching.